Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm so excited to have you all here. If you are new, please subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, let me know what you want more of. Let's communicate, because you know what, one thing I love about fragrances, it's not just about smelling things, it's a community that comes with it. And also I love picking people's brains and hearing what they smell in different things, because we all have different scent memories, and different scent profiles, so different stuff actually kind of pushes out more to different people, and people notice it more a little bit. So I'll be really keen to hear some of those thoughts with you. I am putting together, sorry, my mind is so jumbled, but I'll talk a little bit slower, maybe that'll help me process my thoughts. But I have laid out in front of me some perfumes that I wanted to share with you that have been part of my fragrance rotation this summer. And I was like, when I was putting these out, I was like, and this one, and this one, and this one. And slowly, I think I have 20 in front of me. That's ridiculous. But I know myself, when I watch YouTube videos, I want to know everything. Don't just pick the top 5. Let me know the other ones and how you feel about them. So do you know what? I decided, again, with this video, we'll do chats. I'll share some note profiles, the ones that jump out to me, but how I wear them, just how I wear them, what I like, all this kind of stuff. What I'm thinking about them, how they're aging. I will say I also have a little drink here. I know I am that girl that puts everything in wine glass and feels like it's bougie, but I do have this. It's mango and lime. I don't know, I got it in the local Moldova shop. And it's like a non-alcoholic cider, and it's actually very sweet for a cider, which I didn't expect. So I'll be sipping some of this, and just trying to talk about some of these. So I think the first way we might segment these and be citrus, floral, fruity, work. I think that's the best way to go about these. So first one, let us talk about the perfumes that are fruity, because I won't lie, fruity perfumes are my favorites. These are my go-to, and how I feel about them, right? There's one specific perfume I'm looking at, and I'm like, does that go into fruity or floral? But maybe I'll just put it in both, and we'll see where we go. But first one is Sutoor. I think I've had this for a couple, 8 months to a year. I know that sounds so specific, but I had it in winter, and I am in love with this perfume. It's beautiful. It smells like peaches. People say it smells like peach. Let's not lie to ourselves. I find bitter peach is more sweeter. It's heavier, more bodied and syrupy. This one it's light, it's juicy. Is juicy the right word? Yeah, it's juicy, because bitter peach is more syrup, but not juicy. This one is imagine the juice dripping when you bite a peach, and it's sweet, and it does keep that little greenness, and you can literally feel the fluff that comes with a peach. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Again, I don't have the notes for these. Maybe we'll do another one further along where we talk about the notes, but I'm just going to talk about what I like about them. I actually wish they had them on the bottles, and you could just, but I mean, it wouldn't look that nice, I guess. But yeah, I really like this. And some people said it was actually inspired by Roja perfumes just because of this. And I think Lattafa came out with a couple more perfumes that had this, and they were Roja inspired. But I have smelled Roja perfumes, but I think I smelled them after I had spent an hour smelling perfumes, and they just didn't leave an impression. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing was I've met the love of my life. No, it just was oh, okay, I've smelled perfumes before. But this is beautiful. And I will say, I don't know whether it was because it was a little bit newer when I had it in winter, but I really found it smelled completely different in the winter. And I do think it's I won't lie, I actually do think it's a temperature thing, because I got this after my friend got it, because we went and smelled perfumes. She fell in love with this, and she bought it, and she wore it that whole summer, and then winter I got mine. And I just found even when I smelled hers in the winter, it was a little more bitter. It was a little bit you could feel that texture of the skin of the peach, that kind of texture and taste, and that fluffy bitterness kind of, yeah. that was a little bit more strong, but it was also kind of syrupy. Now it's lighter, it's summer, so I do think like you could definitely wear this in both seasons. Like I don't think this is season specific. It's just it rocks well when you want to rock it. Like I do think, but I have been wearing it a little bit more often, and I love it because it's sweet, even though it's gourmand. Like it's sweet, and it just kind of envelopes, but it's also kind of transparent. Like it lasts like 8 to 12 hours, easy. And you know me, I love beast mode. I don't like things that by the time I've left the house or arrived where I'm trying to go, you can't smell it anymore. What's the point? And I don't like carrying little perfumes in my bag, like the little atomizers. I don't like them at all. So yeah, this is what I love about this. Where do I normally wear this? I normally wear this to pole classes. I normally wear this if I'm going to the gym, running errands. Like I will say, like this is not the type of perfume that I wear where I'm trying to make like when I'm trying to show up, like when I'm all dressed up and I'm trying to show up. Like if this is the kind of perfume that I'm going somewhere real quick, or you know, like I'm just real casual. Like that's how I wear this. So but I love this. Would I repurchase? Maybe not, but also because I don't think I'll make it through like this whole bottle in my lifetime. I just don't lean to it all the time. And it's a 100 ml bottle, by the way. But yeah, and I will say this bottle is quite strong. It's beautiful. Anyway, that is Sutoor Lattafa. And then Jasmine Wisp, the one that whisked us all in 2023. And I have a story to share about this. So I don't know if you guys watched the last video when I was sharing like some of my, you know, expensive perfumes, the ones that make me feel like the high level boss bitch. Perfumes. I was thinking, you know, I had bought this atomizer alongside Shagavood. And I remember I got home and it just didn't do what I wanted it to do. It was like, I just wasn't used to the notes and the texture of the perfume because, again, this is very dusty. It's not so much powdery, it's dusty. It's like atmospheric, like, you know, just imagine like when someone hits the dust and it's like, that kind of feeling. It's like that. And the fruits are there, it's kind of boozy, and you know, Fumi Monet never lied. She was like, oh, this is holiday, this is this. And I just looked at it and I was like, and I do think actually those samples that I got, now that I think about it, I think they weren't matured. I don't think they were matured because actually when I think about like, because most of those perfumes I ended up getting anyway, even though I didn't like them. But anyways, onto this one. So I traveled with Jasmine Wisp as an atomizer, and I think it was like a 2 ml, and I had just made it through like halfway, so I had 1 ml left. I remember I went to the airport, and I don't know when it spilled in my jacket or whatever it was, and that's all I could smell. And I was looking around and I was like, why do I keep smelling that Jasmine Wisp? Like, this shit is so strong. And the good thing is like it's strong, but it's not like punch strong. It's just like it projects. Like you can just smell it in the air and it just blends with the air. You're just like, it's just one of those things that you're like, this air smells good, you know? So I was like, what is happening? Like, I remember I was like looking around and I'm like, what is it? Like, oh, I can only smell. And I remember I was going to France on a solo trip. I went, all I could smell. I get to the apartment, I don't know what's happening. The second day is when I figured out where the smell was coming from. And it was coming, the rest of it had spilled. The little sample container still smelled that like that for like a month. Even though there was no drop left. My jacket smelled like that the whole trip. I was there for 5 weeks. I think the only thing that made it a little bit subdued was because I started putting Kaid Al Fursan, the black one, and that's pretty strong and very different DNA. But like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, that's what made me fall in love with that perfume. And it just, you know, like one of those perfumes that just sticks to your set memory. Like even months after, before I even ended up buying this, like I would just like smell it. You know, like, you know, those phantom smells, like I just would smell it and I'm like, what's happening? There's nothing smells like that. Like there's no perfume in this room, but it's just like that set memory. And that's what made me get this, because I was like, you know what? I love this so much. And actually I I bought this because I was like, I want to wear this as a holiday scent. And I still haven't booked the holiday to go and wear it, but I'm so excited. And I think I actually forgot to wear it when the holidays were there. But yeah, I really can't wait to dedicate a holiday to really enjoy this perfume and make a memory with it, just because it's just that strong. Like, it just really can build a memory. And I love building, my memory can be really bad, but I found like scents also help me to cement feelings or to cement memories and kind of make them a little bit more personal. So yeah. Okay, another holiday perfume that is fruity and summer. So I just recently got this. This is Zeena. And you know what? I love my perfume collection, and I am trying not to blind buy, but I like what I like. And to be honest, I budget. That's my thing. I budget my money. So it's not like I'm spending more than I can. But essentially, I found this. And if anybody knows, like, this is so hard to get. I think I've been looking for it for a year, and I found it. And it was a decent price. I mean, it was more expensive than it should be, but only like 15 euro more expensive. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna get it. And oh my gosh, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I do definitely think these two are in the same family in terms of vibes. Like, just the vibe that this gives you like that cocktail, that, you know, party person, holiday, fun, girly, borderline kind of juvenile, but it's not juvenile like that. It's kind of like juvenile in the sense of like, I like to have a good time. I love my cocktails sweet. You know, that kind of vibe. I love to wear nothing, like that kind of thing. Like, not nothing. You get what I mean? Like mini skirts, holiday, colorful colors, that kind of vibe. That's what this gives. This is Zeena. And this, I won't lie to you, I think I just put this on my skin once and it didn't hit with me. And I think it was a patchouli. And that's not to say I don't like this perfume. I think it's a little bit too sweet, too juvenile. In fact, it smells very sparkly for some reason. And it gives me the same vibe as this cider, because it's like super sparkly. It's mango-y. I feel like I smell a bit of mango. There must be some lime in here. But there is patchouli, and that patchouli and coconut. And that coconut just gives off like a, you know, like a sweet holiday vibe. But yeah, that's what this gives me. And again, I don't think I could wear this in my daily life, but it is part of my fragrance collection this summer, just because my rotation, just because I want to try it out. I want to see how confident I am to wear it and in what scenarios I feel comfortable in wearing it. Because honestly, if I'm being honest with you, for now, I just see it as a holiday fragrance. I don't see it as, you know, I'm maybe a brunch day party, or like, yeah, brunch day party type thing, maybe. But I also think this lasts like crazy, and I think it's only the patchouli. But last time I wore it, it lasted 6 hours and it was pretty strong. But I don't think it's a 6 hours perfume. I do think it's an 8 to 12. I do think it's an 8 to 12. Maybe let's say 8 to 10. But I definitely think it's strong 8. It's not a 6. But yeah, we'll see when I start wearing it a little bit more often. But that's how I see it. Another sweet and fruity. Okay, let's get Modjo. Modjo is supposed to be a dupe for Mula Mula, like an inspiration of Mula Mula by Tweens Paris. I got it after a YouTuber was raving on about it, and I love my sweet fragrances. Like, I'm either woody and deep and like masculine leaning for perfumes, or I'm like super sweet. Like, I need to smell like food. I need to smell like sweets, and this smells like sweets. And you know what, like, sometimes you feel like you're being robbed by getting a small bottle, but like, I love these because I can travel with it. And when I first got it, it lasted like 4 to 6 hours, but now I feel like it lasts 8 hours. But because I actually can keep it in my bag, the bottle, like, I do respray. I don't feel like shame about it. I love it. I love it so much. And it doesn't cloy. It's sweet. And I do think it would wear well in winter, but I just don't know if it'll last as long, you know? But it's definitely so beautiful. And I feel like the longer it has lasted, the longer I've had it, it's matured even more. And it smells like strawberries, like candy, like caramel, like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I do think, like, I think I've smelled Mula Mula before. And from what I remember, like, they're pretty close. Like, they're close enough to be like, yeah, like, that's the same DNA. But I didn't scrutinize it that deeply. And to be honest, like, with fruity fragrances, like, if you get the point across, I don't care about complexity. To me, I'm like, the complexity really starts to matter when I'm going into the green note, if I'm trying to feel complicated, if I'm trying to have a complex kind of atmosphere. And anyways, you can layer these. Like, that's the beauty of layering. You can layer it and make your own. But again, I just, when it comes to fruits, like, I'm fine with them being linear. I'm fine. They just have to last. That's my only request. Okay, the Don Dada of them all. This is Amber Oud Gold, and you know everybody has been talking about this. I don't want to lie to you. You know yourself. This is the OG. This is the. If we could gatekeep this, I wish it was, because, and let me tell you something. When I first traveled with this to wear it, I had a friend who was wearing Herba Pura, the original. Oh, by the way, this is supposed to be like Herba Pura Kirke vibes, but I feel like it's more Kirke than it is Herba Pura, because Kirke is more musk and more powdery and, you know, that kind of fluffy vibe, and this one is more sharp, more, you know, transparent, you know, but it's beautiful. But yeah, she had Herba Pura. She put it on. Why could I not tell the difference? Why did I feel like we were wearing the same exact perfume? Why did I feel like that? And then she came to me and she asked me, oh, you have an Herba. Did I say it? One thing about me is you can assume what you want to assume. And until you find this channel, you will know that I'm a catfish. But one thing about me, yeah, if I like what I like and if I can get it cheap, I will. I'm a Taurus. And I love me a good discount. So yeah, so this I love, and it does have the same identity as you know, Rasasi's Jasmine Wisp, but they're not the same at all. Remember I was talking about how Velvet Gold is similar to Gentle Fluided Gold. Those could be siblings, but these are definitely same dad, different moms. Like, these are, you know, like, they smile the same, they laugh the same, but they don't look the same. You know, those kind of like distant cousins, those distant, like, you know, like they're like that. I wouldn't associate with each other at all. In fact, if we're talking texture, how Modjo feels is what this feels like. Only Modjo doesn't have that sharp vibe. They don't smell alike. I'm just talking about like how they're created and their approach to things. Like, it's that actually it does start off sharp as well. It's that sharp and then fruity. Like, if you like this, you will definitely like this. And that's on tea. But I don't regret getting Modjo. Modjo was one of my favorite, and I don't get a regret on getting Amber Oud Gold. And at last, this is one of those ones that I just do 1 or 2 sprays, and especially if I'm going to work, that's more than enough. And I wear this to work sometimes because I just know it's easy to just blend in. Like, nobody's gonna have weird feelings about this. Like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, what the hell. You are gonna smell sweet, you are gonna smell like food, like, you know, that like super candy kind of fruity fruit, but that's about it. And all of these, like, again, I if you like fruity, you like fruity. Like, it is what it is. Like, they're not gender specific. But if you don't like sweet, like, I'll tell you this, if you don't like this, I don't think you like any of the ones I'm talking about in this. I don't think you like any of these in this video. I don't think you will like them. But if you like one of them, I do think you will like most of them. That's tea, because I like my stuff sweet. Okay. I think I have only one last sweet one and fruity, sweet and fruity. I don't know if this is fruity though, but it's sweet. Anyways, we'll put the question marks at this point. Nebras. The Holy Grail. I do think that this is definitely like, to me, this is what a black girl smells like who's tanning. Like, this is, like, I don't know, it just reminds me of that. It doesn't smell like cocoa butter, but like, you know, that feeling that cocoa butter gives, especially on like black skin and melanated skin. Like, you just know, like, this is, yeah. But I will say, like, it's not for every situation, because it can come off a little bit cloying. And it's definitely just like Billie Eilish, but amp it up a little bit more and make it last longer. The longer I've had this, I think when I first got it, it lasted 6 hours and it was a little bit thinner. Now it's very, very deep, and it is it lasts 8 hours for sure, because I think I wore it to work one time, and yeah, it gave. But it's any of these personally, I don't love them for work, because you know what, when I'm going to work, I don't want to smell sweet. I don't want you to because I'm very introverted, by the way, so I don't want you to like feel like you can have, like, I'm not busy, you know. Put some respect on my name. And I know that's so bad, because like you should communicate and all, and I'm okay with that, but that's just not how I like to smell. I like to smell like I'm about that business. I like to smell like I know what I'm doing and don't play with me. And I feel like these are very much like, I laugh at every joke, like like, yeah. And I don't want to be in that headspace. But yeah, this is beautiful. This smells like cocoa, less chocolate, more cocoa. It does smell a little bit boozy, but like not sharp, just like right at the back. And I feel like that's what gives it that playful vibe. It has vanilla. Vanilla is really strong in this, and that's why I don't think like it would fit any type of weather, because as we all know, vanilla, especially really strong vanillas, are not for the summer. That's what I think. They make me feel weird. And that's just personal. I don't know if I talked about this and what this smells like. It smells citrusy. It smells like passion fruit. Yeah, I mean, you guys can look at the notes. I feel like that bit, like, you know, you can do your research, but I'm just telling you the feelings. And then this other questionable fruity one. Oh, like, I don't know if you can even see this yourself. Like, I don't know how to, yeah. Yeah, that's honestly, I've never, like, I'm not fussy about the appearance about bottles and stuff, but this bottle has been a nightmare. And this is like the biggest dent I have in the perfume. It's like down here. And I'll tell you, I haven't worn it that much. I have worn it a lot, but at the least it should be here, which means it's evaporating. The bottle got like this, like this, because I packed it in a bag. And I didn't realize that this could come off so easy. So it rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. And by the time I got it, it looks kind of like this, and it's just stained over time. My house, it can be quite moldy sometimes. So we got like some horrible molds up at the top. I still really love the fragrance. People say it smells like Zeena exclusive. It does, without the bitterness, without the incense note, and amp up the fruitiness. And somebody out here said that it smelled like rotten apple, like overripe apple, not rotten, overripe apple. And actually they weren't lying, because I can actually smell that note. But to me, I love that. I love that. And it's rosy. And I only put it here because I feel like it's floral fruity, but I definitely think it's fruity first, and it's very sweet. I love this perfume. I do think it fits for any age. I think any of these would fit for any age. I don't think they are age specific. I don't think that they're gender specific. Like if you like really, really sweet stuff, if you know what one of these smell like, again, you will like any of them. But if you find that they are too sweet for you and too fruity, I don't think you will like them. And it's simple as. Some of my friends don't even like these, because they're like, that's too sweet, I don't want to smell like that. But yeah, even, did you see how that opened? Like, honestly, I hate the bottle now, and I just want to get an atomizer to bring out some, because yeah. But I will say, like, for a while I was thinking whether I would replace this, but this bottle has given me such a horrible time for a fragrance I love so much, that I just am thinking of getting Club de Nuit Imperial instead, and I think I will enjoy it. But it's just a pity, because this is like €15. But hey, if a perfume looking like this doesn't annoy you or whatever, and it leaking doesn't annoy you, get it. It's like €15. I really loved it. And it's one of my favorites. I do wear it to work. It's cozy. It's I do think you can wear it in the summer. Like, it can be coin, but like 1 or 2 fragrances, and it's strong. Like, it's so strong. Like, I think it lasts 10 hours. Like, it's really, really strong. So it's like, and it gives the same vibe as like Oud Satin Oud, you know, that sweet vibe, but it's like rosy, and it's, yeah, it gives kind of like that, but it's less oud, much less oud. and much more fruity. So yeah, and the fruits here, I think they're strawberry. And I think there's like a little bit of like lemon, but it's not a lot. It's just to like balance things out and not make that sweet, like sweet. It's just to give it like a tang. But yeah, these are all the fruity fragrances I have in my collection so far. And I really hope that you enjoyed our chats. And I know I didn't have the fragrance notes this time, but I hope you didn't mind. I'm happy to, I'm probably gonna do more in-depth reviews about these, but I was just, you know, having chats with you guys and explaining some of the stuff I love and the stuff I'm learning to love and the stuff I'm hating. But yeah, pointing at Ameerat Al Arab. Oh, I didn't even say the names, did I? Ameerat Al Arab. Al Arab Prive Rose. And then this is Nebras by Lattafa. This is Amber Oud Gold by Al Haramain. This is Modjo by Tweens Paris. This is Jasmine Wisp Layukawam. This is Rasasi. And then Sutoor is Lattafa. And Zeena is Sharkiat. But I thought this was Khalis for some reason, but no, it's Sharkiat. So yeah, it was lovely to see you all and see you all in the next chat.